Hey guys, welcome to the video, and today I'm going to be showing you the best way to find Netherite in Minecraft 1.16. Now, Netherite was added, and Netherite is the most powerful ore now found in the game, but Netherite is only found in the Nether, and there's a specific way you have to mine it that is so much different than other ores. We'll get into that more when we actually go mining, but one thing is that obviously it's in the Nether, and it only comes in veins of 3 at most, But yeah, if you guys do enjoy, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps with the channel, and I can keep making videos like this. And this technique really works. This has gotten me so much Netherite, and everyone says Netherite is really hard to find. It can be at first, okay, I understand that, but it's actually not that hard. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. Obviously, the first thing you're going to need is a nether portal, so make sure you have that handy. Okay, so the things that you will need to go netherite mining. Now, some of these are non-essential, like the 50 beds that I have. Not 50, but quite a bit. So, the essentials that I recommend bringing, this is what I bring netherite mining when I go, but if you don't have as many materials, that's totally fine. Some of the stuff is not necessary, so let's just go through it. So, you'll definitely need full iron armor, a sword, and a shield. Now, this is not mandatory, but there's going to be occasionally lava and sometimes even like piglins or hoglins spawning, so you want to make sure that you are protected and you have some stuff. The shield is not as mandatory, but I would definitely bring a sword, and if you can, some armor. Next, we have 3 iron pickaxes. So for just normal mining, you're going to want to bring iron, but to mine netherite itself, you're going to want to bring a diamond pickaxe, because that is the only thing you can break it with. Obviously, you can have a netherite one, too, but it has to be at least diamond to break the netherite. But you can use iron for the rest of just the basic mining. Next, we have fire res potions. Now, these are really helpful if you blow something up and lava is dripping from the ceiling and you don't want to die because of being, burnt to death. And there's going to be a lot of fire around, so that's also very helpful for this. Next, I would bring some torches. You really don't need that many. The fire will pretty much light up your path. Bring some blocks. Doesn't have to be netherite, just nothing that will burn, just so you can path your way across the explosion. Then you're going to need, I always bring chests because I like to set up a little camp area, so if I die, or if I get the netherite but I want to keep mining, I don't have to go all the way back to my house. Another thing is you want to bring some glowstone. Now, these things are not mandatory. I repeat, not mandatory. You do not have to bring these things, okay? Respawn anchor and glowstone are truly just if you do not want to have to keep going back to your house. They are literally, it's not mandatory at all, okay? You do not have to bring a respawn anchor or glowstone. That is just to make your life easier. And then, of course, you see all these beds. Now, if you did not know, when you place a bed in the nether and you right-click it, as you would to sleep in a bed, it blows up. So, netherite cannot be broken by TNT or an explosion. So, you can use that to mine and you can also just strip mine, but that's not as effective, and you're probably going to be more likely to find stuff if you have beds or TNT. I use beds because it's much easier to get, but if you have less sheep and more creepers or sand, then that's totally fine. You can use TNT. I recommend more beds, but it's totally up to you guys. Once you have those things, or some of those things, then you're pretty much ready to get suited up and head to the nether. Okay, so guys, the nether is commonly known to have tons and tons of lava and scary creatures, all that kind of stuff. The first thing I always do, you're going to find a spot. It really does not matter where it is. It can be anywhere. But we have gas. Okay, let's just start digging down. Now, never dig straight down. So what you do, I call this the staircase. It's kind of a weird staircase. So you're going to dig down as far as you can go, but keep holding on to this block right here, and then just drop down. This block is going to hurt you a little bit, and just crouch over the edge. And obviously, if there's lava, you do not go down, but that is a safe way to get down without having to do any crazy towering or anything like that takes much longer. And you're going to want to go down to coordinate 15. So we're at 20 right now, so just keep doing that until you get down to 20. So now that we're down, or not 20, 15, sorry. 15 is the ideal place to get netherite. Now that we're in the nether, and we're on level 15, you're probably wondering, well, what do you do first, right? So the first thing I always do, I'm going to place my chest down so that I can put all of my extra beds, because you do not want to have all the beds on you, because if you die, then you're going to lose all of those beds. Same thing with the pickaxes and the diamond one. So if you die, there's a very low chance of you losing or actually losing anything. So just put any extra blocks, any extra stuff that you do not want to lose, and then you can just place your respawn anchor, if you have one, or again, it's totally optional, down next to your chest so that you can respawn right there if you die. So if you have a fire res potion, go ahead and drink that now. That would be the right time to do that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to dig this way about 5 blocks past our chest. Well, that's more than 5, but about that many blocks. It doesn't have to be too far away, and just go ahead and place down your bed, right? So do not click on the bed yet, okay? You will die. You will die from that. So place a block in front of the bed, just like this, right? And then just click it, and then have your blocks in your hand and get ready to place those blocks as quick as possible, because if there is lava, and if you have fire res, you'll be fine, but if you don't have fire res, there's lava might be coming from the ceiling, and that's not good. And as you can see, there's a ton of fire. This is why I said that you don't really need torches except for at the beginning. So this part, I always do this little bridge across, staying on level 15, and just do a little bridge across it. And obviously, there's no nether or ancient debris here, so we can move on to the next bed. So I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 or 5 blocks ahead, and then just place another bed and block again. And I'm just going to keep doing this till I find some, so time lapse is now. Okay, that's an example of why you want to be really careful. So just keep breaking these blocks, and if you find any lava sources like that, just block it. But lava moves quicker in the nether, so be very careful of that, because usually it cannot, move very fast. But in the nether, it can move 100 times faster, and don't worry, I have fire res, but if you see this kind of thing, now the trick with nether mining is you really want to keep going in the same direction. So I would not recommend turning, but if you literally cannot get past the lava, then that probably has to be done. Make sure you're sticking to level 15 if possible, and if you find that lava, try to go around it and then wait a little bit until you place another bed and just do the same thing. Because obviously it's right there, and that would not have ended up well if we did not have fire res with us. Now, like I did say, Netherite is not, I said it was easy, but it's actually not. It's not as hard as people assume that it will be to find, but it does take a little bit, and it does take some luck. By the way, if you find blackstone, I know this is quartz, but if you find blackstone, it doesn't break as much through blackstone, so just keep that in mind. You might want to just dig past the blackstone if you find it. And like I said before, keep out for lava. That's why fire res is very nice, but you may not be able to get your hands on fire res, so if you cannot, it's fine. You just have to be really careful and always be looking around as soon as the thing blows up. Okay, so obviously if you run out of beds, and I am not guaranteeing, this is completely unedited. I placed literally no netherite anywhere, so you can see that it's literally just me mining. I'm not having a super good luck, but you want to keep going in the same direction. Now, occasionally, if you've been going in the same direction for super long and you have not found anything, then I would turn. But netherite, the way it spawns, if you find a piece of netherite, you're going to want to turn a different direction and go that direction instead, because you never, ever, ever want to keep going the same direction after you found netherite, because the way it spawns it's just far apart, so it's not going to be close in that same direction. It's going to be closer if you go another direction. If you can, try to block the lava up too, because you want to make sure that if there is netherite somewhere under or above, then you want to be able to actually see it, right? So you never want to have the lava covering it up. Oh, and we got some. Okay, be very careful of that lava. Block that lava up. So, we have found some nether. This is called ancient debris. This is what it looks like. And let's just go ahead and I always do a little layer under it to make sure. Now it's not, you can't really, you know, it can't burn that easily, but you just also want to make sure. Now they only come in 3, so this is a 3 vein. This is the most you can get. You can get 1, 2, or 3. So 3 is pretty good because that's the max. So now that we found it, let's go back and grab our diamond pickaxe. Okay, so now that we have these 3 pieces, right? Okay, we have these. And you're like, okay, what do we do now? Well, take your diamond pickaxe or netherite pickaxe or whatever you have and just go ahead and mine it. Now, it's kind of a little bit like obsidian, doesn't take as long to break. And then just go ahead and pick it up, obviously. And boom, we have our ancient debris. So, I'm gonna stop mining now, but if you find netherite, and you find it, right, you get it, I usually take it back to the chest and put the diamond pickaxe and, you know, the ancient debris back. But you do not go this way again, okay? Do not go the same direction that you found it. So what I mean by direction is, now, it's not as much direction, but see how I've been going straight this entire time? You do not want to keep going straight, okay? You're going to turn either to the right or the left. It does not matter which, but you're going to go and stay on level 15 and just go ahead and head over either to the right or the left. Do not go straight, okay? This is a no-no. We do not go straight after we just found netherite by going straight. If you're going right and you find it again, just turn again. There's lava right there. And same thing with the left. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's head back to our base. So now that you have found your ancient debris, there are a few other steps to actually turn this into netherite, but ancient debris is what you need. You're going to need 4 ancient debris and 4 pieces of gold to make a piece of, or netherite ingot, however you guys say it. And go watch the video in my description if you need help, like, knowing actually how to make it into armor or tools or whatever you're doing with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay guys, so that is the simplest way to find netherite. I know it did take me a while, but like I said, it's really just based on just luck, but you can use those like knowledge and your skill set to be able to find it a little quicker and just kind of know the techniques and what you need to bring, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Do check out that video on how to actually make it into netherite stuff, because it is a little more difficult than other types of ores and all that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Check out my merch. It's up on the screen and in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!